If I became a teen once again with literally $0, I'd do exactly this. Now, just so you know, this isn't like any like business idea or like any skill to get. These are basically like actions that you can do so that when you grow up, when you stop becoming a teenager, what you'll notice is that you will become a person that's so different from everybody else to the point where like the number on the bank that you have doesn't really represent who you are. You'll become a person who can actually like spawn money out of nowhere. And you'll see exactly what I mean if you watch this whole video. So the very first thing I would do is I would put myself, first of all, in like a rich environment. Now, what I do right now, like me, not as a teen anymore, and with money, is basically like going to an expensive gym. Now, I try to go to the gym at 5 a.m. because, bro, like broke people are not gonna be at the gym at 5 a.m. Rich people are gonna be at the gym at 5 a.m. And what this means is that all I have to do, bro, like all I have to do is just become friends with all these rich people. Now, what's gonna happen is that, Habibi, like if you have a network of rich people that actually like you and they know you, that's so much more valuable than any number in the bank. And I'm telling you, like you being friends with someone rich is such a hack. And what you'll notice too is that most of these rich people in these rich areas, like if they see someone who's actually young and they have like a fire within them, like they want to invest in such people. So if you're doing dropshipping, if you're doing YouTube or like an agency or whatever, and you're friends with such people, like these are going to be the people that are going to give you money so you can actually start. So it doesn't matter if you have like no job or like no money. These are the people that are like your assets. Now, if you can't get an expensive gym, which is like obviously because we're talking about you being a teen and with $0. So if you can't do that, then just Habibi, go to a luxury hotel lobby and just basically like do your work there. And trust me, bro, it's actually free to just sit there in the lobby. So what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be in a place where opportunities are always gonna be happening. You're gonna be in a place where rich people are going to be coming in and then coming out. So instead of you actually like sitting down in your room and you're doing whatever work you have to do, like you're actually somewhere where things will actually happen. And also like just the fact that the energy in such places is just so different, like that in of itself is going to condition your mind differently. And Habibi, like make friends with the staff. Talk to the rich people in the lobby or even in the restaurants. Try to even maybe become like a middleman. See if someone needs help and then try to connect that person with someone else. Like scheme up services. I know a guy, like one of my friends, he has like an agency where he's helping people make websites. One of the ways where he actually found a client is just through coming to the gym. Like he literally found like a client of a restaurant that's actually very well known in the area and he just became like his own client. Like bro, like see what issues they deal with and just see if you can fix their issues. Like just like bro, exert force into the universe. Most of the teenagers nowadays, Habibi, like they're always just sitting down at home or like playing video games and stuff. They're never actually in such environments. And especially nowadays, because now you're watching YouTube and then you see people like making like good money from dropshipping and stuff. So then you're thinking it's like, oh man, all I have to do is just sit in my room and then I'll start making money online. Like that's literally all I have to do. Because some freaking teenager is actually making that much money online, so I can do it. But what's gonna happen is that even if you actually do make such money and you're just at home like doing nothing, what you'll notice is that like the money is gonna come, but you'll notice like you're not the type of person that actually deserves such money. So the money's gonna come and then you'll just lose it because you're still like you're still not cut out for it. So then when you actually put yourself in such places, when you're actually like surrounded by rich people, like even if you have no skill or no business or like no thing that you're doing, you'll still notice it's like opportunities are gonna keep coming to you. And bro, like I wish someone actually told me such a thing. Now this is the first thing I would do is just put myself in a rich environment. And it doesn't matter if like these people are not my friends. That's the whole purpose. No one's here as my friend. I'm gonna become their friends. Now the second thing I would do, and I know that like this is gonna piss off a lot of the mothers, if mothers are watching. I'm pretty sure no mom is watching actually. So if you're a teenager, what I would actually do, so don't be telling anybody, literally don't be telling anybody, just literally go on Google Maps. So here I am, I'm actually in Google Maps, and like I live around like this area right here, and just like try to pick a destination. So what I actually did in the past is that I live here, right? What I did is that I went from here all the way to like to literally here, and I just stayed there for a day. I slept and then I came back. And by the way, like I'm not gonna lie, like I did it with a friend, but I'm trying to tell you it's like try to do it alone, and if you can't do it alone, like do it with a friend. But like wherever you are, like for example, if you're if you're in I guess like Cleveland, like go from here all the way to like this area right here where there's actually like water and nature, and just maybe like go and camp and don't be telling anybody. Just literally like pack. Don't even, you know what, don't even pack your bags. Just take whatever you have, take like a water bottle, take the car and whatever, and then just like go all the way from here all the way to here, and try to get a car. And that's why I said like go with a friend, because if you have no car, just tell your friend to come and like come with you and just basically like try to go on an adventure. Now the whole purpose behind this whole thing is not to like become mysterious or something by not telling people. That's not the whole purpose. The whole purpose of this is that what's gonna happen, you'll notice like when you go to a place where there is like no music, no people that you know, nothing actually familiar, like not even like your phone with you except the maps. It's just gonna literally become like you and your own thoughts, or your friend too if you brought like your friend with you. And what's gonna happen is that like that's where you actually discover who you truly are. Because you have to remember, it's like back in the day when we used to live, like no one was actually inside like actual homes. Like bro, like no one was actually living like under a roof 24/7. So people used to always pack their bags and then go somewhere else where they had no idea where they were going. So you just doing this whole thing and you're going somewhere where you've never seen, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna unlock something primal within you, and I don't know how it's gonna happen, but you're gonna start getting like some realization that time is limited. You're only here in this world for a limited time. So use this time as wisely as possible. And what's also going to happen is that you'll notice it's like you're going in a place that's completely unknown. So technically it's like you're facing death. And then when you go there and then you're facing death and then you come back, Habibi, you're going to come back such a different person. And I'm saying this like do this for at least 24 hours. Don't just go there and then stay for 2 hours, then come back and be like, oh bro, I did it. Like actually go there, feel your heart racing from watching the sun go down. Feel the adrenaline coming and like not being able to sleep because like some bear is gonna come out. Bro, so I actually did this, man. And I remember it's like when I was with my friend and like we were watching the sun go down and it's like we were trying to start a fire and I'm like, Habibi, the sun is going down and we have no fire. And we brought no wood, like nothing. We couldn't even know how to start a fire. So like I was literally sitting, I'm like, watching YouTube, how to start a fire. And this guy is like trying to do this, like trying to make the fire start and stuff, and it didn't start. And I'm looking at the sun and I'm like, bro, the sun keeps going down. Who is making the sun go down so fast? And on top of that, the day before, like the entire forest, it got rained on it. So like none of the wood was actually like good for fire because it was all wet. Eventually, I don't know what happened, but like we got the fire started and then we built like a little tent that we can sleep in. And the entire night, I couldn't sleep because the entire night, like we were in a forest where like no human actually visited, or like no human was there at the time, or like the entire week, I guess. And the entire time throughout the night, I just kept hearing like things walking, animals walking. And the whole time I'm like, I'm gonna freaking die, bro. And what's beautiful is that when your heart is racing and you're in those moments, if you have a friend, by the way, you'll notice it's like you'll actually become very close to that friend. And if you're by yourself, you'll notice it's like this is where all these like people online where they keep talking about stuff like, bro, you gotta discover who you are. You gotta go through like the hard stuff to discover who you are. And all they're talking about is just like going to the sauna or like cold showers and stuff. This is real things. You're going on like a solo adventure or like a duo adventure, and you have no idea what's gonna happen. Like that's where you actually discover who you truly are. So at that time when I actually came back, Habibi, like I had such a fire within me because when I came back and then it's like I can see my family and I'm actually back to like my actual work. It's like there was so much fire within me to the point where all the work that I was doing, everything I was touching was always turning to gold. So again, all I'm saying is that if you're living here in Toronto, like in the city and stuff, like go from here all the way to like here and just camp it out. And if you're gonna die, then I don't know, bro. Don't come back to this video and be like, don't blame me. But be responsible. Like, don't go somewhere where you're actually gonna die. Like, actually be responsible. But again, the whole point is that you're young. So when you go in such places, there's gonna be such a fire within you, and you'll use this fire to put it in the work that you're doing, and you'll notice like the work that you do from now on is literally gonna be gold. Like trust me, it's gonna be gold. But anyway, this last thing that I would do if I was still a teenager, and I wish someone actually told me this, and this is to become good with guns. And I hope this video is not gonna get demonetized because of that. But Habibi, like, do you realize that throughout all the time in history, we've always lived within violence? Like violence was actually the norm. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but that's how things were. It's only now, like literally this time, or even like maybe 3 months before, is when violence wasn't actually like a thing. Now, it's gonna start coming back. And I'm pretty sure you could see why it's actually coming back. So if violence was always like throughout history, and it's like now it's gonna start coming back, doesn't that mean that you should actually become like good in guns and weapons? So I did mention it's like even if you have $0, like do this, but how do you do this with $0? So my friend actually, he used to go to like this expensive gym with me, and we found a guy that has access to guns. And that's what I'm saying, like this network that you'll develop from being in these like rich environments is gonna allow you to like not just have money, but have more than money, bro. So this guy that we met, he's gonna hook us up with like like actual guns. So we're gonna like literally learn how to start shooting guns. Before that, we were just learning like how to shoot guns with like these like not weapons but like fake weapons. Like they have the same weight and like structure and everything as like a real weapon, but it's just like fake bullets. What I'm trying to say is like try to become proficient with guns. And even if you live in a place where you're not allowed to have guns, like try to go and get your license and try to actually like be sharp with the stuff that you're using. And especially if you're a man, like if violence is actually coming back and then somehow violence starts happening to like one of your loved ones, like shouldn't you be the one that's actually protecting them? That's actually your responsibility, bro. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And it's funny because I'm not a teenager anymore, but I wish someone actually told me to do this. Because you also have to remember, Habibi, like look at Aiden Ross, for example. If you were weak and you start making money, what's gonna happen is that you'll just become weaker. Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross was weak before. Now he's making money, he's becoming even weaker. You'll look at Neon. This guy was weak before. He's making more money now. He's becoming weaker. So what I'm trying to tell you is that before you're going to start making big money, try to become strong. And when the money comes, you'll become even stronger, Habibi. There's a lot of people that are mainstream right now, like Aiden or like Neon, all these people, where they keep promoting like it's okay to be weak, it's okay to be like a degenerate and stuff. And then people, they become like that. So even if they do end up making money, like whoever's watching, when they start making money, they'll become even weaker than they were before. So if you're a teenager right now, like do these 3 things, then you'll notice, Habibi, like when you actually grow up and then you start making money, like you'll become so strong. And then people will notice that. Like they'll just look at you and they'll know like this guy is actually strong. But yeah, bro, like I get pissed off at seeing like stuff like this, where it's only the people who are promoting like degeneracy who are becoming famous. Like what the heck?